Geek Citadel.
Welcome to Gamer Value. This is episode 1. This is the Forest. This is where we put a price on your entertainment value. And because, you know, video games do that anyway. So we want to see how much we can get for the price that we pay. And it's not just the price. It's more like, how much fun are we having? Should you play the game based on what we've played? So it's basically a general impressions, how we feel about it. And basically, would we keep playing it is what this is all about. And if so, at what price should you pay for it? So you may have noticed that if you've been a fan of our previous channel, this is an amalgam of what 1 Hour Gamer was. I felt that 1 Hour Gamer was a little bit too much samey like everything else on the internet. So we decided to be a little bit more informational, and let's try it out here. So this is The Forest, a survival horror game where you play a guy who's traveling across the ocean. Suddenly his plane is wrecked and is destroyed, and he lands on an island. Well, what I assume is an island of a forest. And there's a bunch of crazy dudes on the island looking to kill him. I guess the big twist here is what you'll see coming up once the game decides to load, is that you indeed have someone a little special with you. So it kind of adds a dynamic that, I don't know, I guess you don't see very much. So right next to us, we seem to have our son. And at the very end of this long trip through this long travel, this plane opens up and your son's scared. He's terrified. They're like, "Son, stop, just chill. Do you have a seatbelt on, boy? I told you to put your seatbelt on, man. I had to tell you. Now you're gonna die. Now you're gonna die." And then he puts his head in his lap. As weirdly in his lap, he's weirdly flexible. It's like he's all the way down to his ankles. Wish I could do that sometimes. But you wake up and there's this really gross bald dude. He's like, a fresh little boy. I want to take him away. And and ultimately your goal is to find your son and the other people that were on the plane with you. Which is odd because you don't see anyone else on the plane while you're on the plane. So it's like, there were other people around. So I imagine that later on we'll find out that there were other people on this island. Now, in its current state, this is an alpha build. So what can you expect from an alpha build? As a game tester, I can tell you can expect lots of this. Jumping through stuff, collision. It doesn't exist. Jump out of a plane from the top of it. Come in, look at the plane, la la la. You're gonna see a lot of that in this game. You're gonna see a lot of missing terrain. A lot of stuff doesn't work like it's supposed to. I mean, it is an early access game. This is a Steam game, $15, early access. It announces itself as the first version of alpha. So it is like, not even first version of alpha. It's not even in the ones yet. So it's like 0.01 alpha. It is fresh, new, as can be. Fresh as a baby's bottom. So $15, you're paying pretty much for the game. You're pretty much paying for the development of the game. You're watching the game develop completely. You basically are the QA tester. So, I mean, if that's your bag, there you go. That's automatic. But I'm going to show you pretty much what you can do and what's actually readily accessible to you through the game as of now. So, you see where we're cracking open these luggage cases, picking up rocks and whatnot. So you pick up all this stuff, and right now the luggage cases don't really have anything special in them. I haven't found anything special in them. I played this quite a few times. But you pick up all this stuff, like you kill rabbits, and they can be food later and whatnot. And then you pick up rocks, and you pick up sticks, and you know, of course, you can make a fire or whatnot with that stuff. And you can chop down like trees and get leaves, and use that to build the fire, to stoke the fire and make it hotter and whatnot. So you grab all this stuff. You can cut down trees with your axe. It takes a little bit of time to cut down a tree, but we're not gonna do it right now. What we're gonna try to do is get out of this area and find a little more of a clear scope, so you can see like more of the scope of the game, because it actually is a beautiful game. The visuals are gorgeous. Like for an alpha, this game does not have any crashes. Like I haven't really crashed that much in this game. I crashed one time after dying, but other than that, it's like stability is key in this game, and that's like one of the fundamentals they've gotten like really well. What the hell was that? So anyway, like I said, this is alpha, so you're gonna see all kind of crazy glitches and stuff. So, what do you do in the forest? Well, I imagine that you've at some point in your life played a game that is a survival title, and you've played like Don't Starve, or I guess you could call DayZ a survival title too. But basically, you run around and you find stuff, and you build upon that. You build like a shelter. You try to survive. You eat food. You try not to get killed by the crazy dudes and crazy dudes in the forest. And there are a lot of crazy dudes in the forest, and to a point, they're so crazy and destructive that it can be a bit overwhelming, especially, I don't know how to put it as to say that it is too overwhelming. As of current, the enemies are super aggressive. They swarm you. There's little to no way to fight them. Like this axe that I have in my hands, which is a fucking axe, it does like no damage to them. Like you'll hit these dudes like 15 times just try to kill one of them, and that is insane to me. Like, and it's not. And what the hell? And I just killed myself jumping off the lowest height of all time. I have never done that before. So when you die, you wake up in a cave. And it only happens the first time, I believe. And as you see, I lit the lighter, but it was supposed to do the animation for the lighting. But my hands were up doing stuff, so. There we go. So you wake up in this cave, and this is pretty much where... I don't know if this is the plane crew, but it says passengers. So... But it's not like numbering them all. So I'm guessing some of these guys are passengers and some of them are not. Maybe some of them were already on the island. I don't know how they got here. But I know I'm low on food and whatnot, so I need to eat. So this is the inventory system. Press I, you get your crafting done here. You can drink some booze. I'm gonna eat some food here. Ah, shit. I'm gonna try to make a fire. So I'm gonna say, Lord Jesus, there's a fire. And I'm gonna make a fire right here. Somewhere. I think. Fire? Oh, can I not make a fire in this cave? Even though I have like no... Oh, well, somehow I have energy now and food. Alright, cool. Never mind. So now I have this nice butcher's axe. Which you would think is better than the crappy axe they give you. But nope. Nope. This axe is just as bad as that axe that you had before. And you can't kill a goddamn thing. It can't cut trees any faster. There's nothing to it yet. So me, I'm just going to wander these hallways. This nice murky cave and try to get out of here. Before these guys find me. And it's like the gist of the game. You wander caves and whatnot. And you try to get out. You say, yeah, here I'll crop. This guy's butt naked. Apparently he's like a Ken doll. He doesn't have a penis. And this is the fighting system. This is you to kill a dude who is not dead apparently. He is still breathing. Like, what do I have to do to kill that guy? And all right, finally killed him. And we're gonna pick his head up, and we'll pick up an arm. So you see how many hits that takes to kill someone? That is like the regular. That is something you need to get used to. And generally, they don't attack in like that one. Like, there's not like just one dude always waiting to be attacked. There's like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 of them like surrounding you. And you're like, oh, this guy is taking 15 hits to kill, and they're all just attacking you. Like, come on. And it's not. I mean, it would be cool if those 3 were the only ones you had to deal with. But those 3 are never like the only ones you had to deal with. There's always some dude right around the corner looking to kill you. And I am hopelessly lost right now. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm hoping this is an exit or something. I don't know where I am going. One can dream. But yeah, you kill one guy, and you kill 2 guys, and then right around the corner, there's like another million guys. Like, what? Where did these other 6 dudes come from? And then that's it. You're back in the cave, or you're dead. The game's over. So from a gameplay standpoint, it's very atmospheric. I like the way the cave and stuff is, but as a game itself, right now, that's not much to do. I mean, if I could defend myself better, I mean, there's traps and whatnot, but you don't even really get a chance to set up traps. Like, you have to be really, really fast, set the traps up, and even then, like, these dudes will still kind of swarm you at your camp. So at the moment, the bad guys are a little too aggressive. And I apparently am stuck in this spot. I'm trying to get out. How the hell did I get out of here? Oh wow, I just fell through the rocks. I really want to get out of this cave. So anyway, while we're here, we're gonna look over the crafting system. So you can build hunting shelters. There's fire pits, long lasting fires, whatnot. A temporary shelter. You can build you a log cabin. And that's kind of what I wanted to show you, like log cabins and whatnot, but it wasn't happening. Apparently, I can fall from the smallest amount of height and just die. And these are like the traps you can set up for them, which is relatively easy to make. Sticks and logs are easy to get. I mean, the game has a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential here, but it is a bug fest for $15. Like, I mean, it's a game in development. It's pretty much you're paying to kickstart it. If you like looking at this game right now and you're like, man, this looks like it could be impressive at some point. That's kind of how you should be thinking of it, because if you go into it and you buy this from Steam for $15 and you're like, man, why is this game not the game blah, 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 that I need it to be right now? That's the wrong kind of thinking. You probably should not be thinking like that. This isn't going to be the game you're looking for. What the hell's going on down here? I mean, this game's genuinely creepy. Like, these forest dudes come out of nowhere, and this game has a lot of, like, it looks good. It looks great so far. Like, this is not alpha stuff. Like, you would not see a game looking like this in an alpha, but this game has done it somehow. It looks fantastic. Like I said, it's very stable. You can play it. I mean, it's actually right now in a state. It's actually, oh god, what the fuck is that? This is my first time seeing these things, and I am terrified right now. It's like something out of Silent Hill. I'm just gonna try to ease on by to. Oh my God, there's no easing by. I hope that's not the exit. Oh my God, what is that? So it's really creepy stuff going on in this game. And I've never fought these things before, and I can imagine that they're stronger than the things that I usually fight. Are they fighting each other? I hope so. Fighting the hell about it. Alright, so I hope this is the exit. And you can tell, like, the terrain and stuff is popping in. Like I said, this is not done whatsoever. So if you, I don't know who you are if you buy early access games and you're like, why isn't this game the complete full version? Like, no, this is what you paid for. You paid to test a game. And this is like perfect for YouTubers or something, like for us to like generally show you what the game's all about. Like, especially like some dude like Pew Pew Die, he'd see all these like graphical glitches and he'd be like, oh, what is going on? I'm wacky. Oh, but for me, I don't do that stuff. So I'm actually used to seeing stuff like this in my games, which is weird because I do this for a living. I'm not like, oh God, it's a bug. I really want to get out of this cave though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can't show you the forest while I'm in a cave. But I guess the cave is atmosphere. I've never see it now. I can't swim. Like some of these areas you can swim in, and I guess some you just can't. So I'm not gonna try to do that. Like I said, this game is not ready for your consumption. See, and here we go with the fighting of multiple dudes with little to no. Like, if I could like kill a dude in 2 hits with an axe, I'd be happy with this game. I'm like, all right, cool. If you're gonna swarm me, I just want to kill you in 2 hits. But this is the fighting. Like, this is how you fight them, and this is ridiculous. This is just like they swarm you. There's like little to nothing you can do. You have to wait for them to come running out, hit them with an axe. Then there's another one. There's another. That's it. That's it. This is the game. I'm dead. So I survived for 2 days. So basically, that is what you should expect from the forest. The forest is incomplete. Costs $15. You're basically kicking in for a Kickstarter. It is the very first version of the alpha, so it's going to be a while before this game is ready. And should you play it? I mean, if you're like a YouTuber or something and you want to make like funny videos or you want to see like all the wacky bugs that go on in the game, this is for you. If you're a gamer, do not buy this game yet. Go ahead and I'm going to try to keep up to date with the progress of the game over time as it gets closer. But if you're like a gamer, you just want to play the game, don't do that. If you want to support the game, by all means, pay $15. Is it fun? It's fun for what you can do. That's all I can say. It's like very little that you can get away with in this game in its current state. So for my gamer value for this, like, I guess we got to come up with a rating system. My gamer value for this would be, no. I guess it would be a negligible kind of thing. I guess $15 is a lot to pay for an alpha for me. So if you don't want to do that, I would wait for like a Steam sale or something. Maybe it'll be like $6. $6 seems like ideal for this. So if you can get this for $6 and they're like being generous about what, you know, being generous on the Steam sale, go for it. $6-8, go for it. That way you can have the game through its entire development cycle and not have to deal with the bugs you don't want. You don't even have to play it until the game's ready. So I will see you guys next time in episode 2. We're going to talk about another game called Noir Syndrome. So please join us. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Geek Citadel. Join Check out geekcitadel.com. Join us on Twitch. We have Geek Citadel on Twitch. Go hit us on Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus. Come on, you guys. Come on. I have like 30 something Facebook followers or something like that. Like, come on, guys. Come hook me up. Come on. Alright, so I'll see you guys on the next episode.